This is Jordan Tao with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so we're talking about Charlemagne and Akademiks. Akademiks has been critical of Charlemagne as of late. And Charlemagne now is in a weird position because I don't think he feels as important as he once did. The Breakfast Club, no matter what anybody tells you, is not as popular as it once was. Now, they're syndicated, so their ratings are always going to be high because they're guaranteed to be in the mornings on certain markets, which is going to put them ahead of any podcast that's out right now. They're not interesting anymore. They're not doing interesting interviews anymore. And they don't ask hard questions anymore. Charlemagne, from the beginning of the Breakfast Club up until about 2016, I'd say 2015-16, he was the controversial person on the Breakfast Club. He asked the questions you wanted to hear, the questions that would make him unpopular with a lot of guests because he's going to ask the hard questions. And he's going to be shocked. He's going to have shock value. But at one point, he sold out. And he went on this, mental health is important, but he went way too far with it, right? There was an excuse for everything when there's not an excuse for everything. But mental health is important, very important, okay? You do have to maintain that. But he also would sell out with, he's very political. He would sell anything, honestly, he's for sale. And it just seemed to a point where he was being very PC and just wanted to get along with everyone to further his career. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's when it ended. But Akademiks kind of continued what Charlemagne was doing, being very controversial, speaking the truth, not really caring about all his relationships, with certain rappers, putting it all on the line. Charlemagne is someone who learned from Wendy Williams. He carried that torch for the Breakfast Club, and then Akademiks carried it on. But he is forever Wendy Williams' son, okay? He was Wendy Williams was controversial. He would ask the questions that were blasphemous, crazy, where people wanted to beat him up. So he would go a step further than Wendy. He was a useful tool on that show, and it introduced him to the game. But for him to start trying to call out Akademiks, you're my son, and this, it's bro, that's not cool. You're losing all your TV shows and everything, but you're rich. Calm down. You made it. You accomplished pretty much everything you needed to accomplish. Stop. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Let Akademiks be Akademiks.